What is going on with Airbnb? Welcome, my beautiful people. Fernando David here. And I'm doing this video because I'm getting way too many calls and people concerned about the market, and rightfully so. This video is going to be more of a rant. It's just going to be more expressing some frustration that I have with most of you, because most of you guys are not paying attention. And more so just to let you know that the future is bright. I firmly believe that in the next 6, 7, maybe 8 months, we're going to come out of this okay if you do what I've been telling you to do. Be professional. Be a master of your craft. Stop relying on OTAs, etc. I've done tons of videos on those, so I'm not going to get into that. But let me just go over some of the stuff that's going on in the media if you haven't been paying attention. And let me explain why it's just fear-mongering, right? I'm going to start off with the Young Turks. They did a video on short-term rentals. And I got to tell you, don't freaking listen to them. They're not in the freaking game, bro.
Oh, okay.
They may be advisors. They may be doing whatever, but they're not operators. I personally don't take advice from people that are not operating. I consider myself an operator, right? Someone that's in the game, right? Once again, don't take advice for people that are not operators. That's number one. But here's some of the negatives. And I've been saying it for a while, and I agree with most of this stuff, but there's reason behind it. And there's, because of these things, I believe there's going to be a lot of opportunities for us. Now, if you haven't been paying attention, Airbnb stock is down. Fully understand why Airbnb stock is down. Airbnb is just a platform. You guys need to understand that it is just a platform, right?
What did you say?
Stop thinking that Airbnb is the end-all be-all. The short-term rental industry was here way before Airbnb was, right? Number two, here's something very important. We're in a recession. I've been saying that the economy sucks. You have companies, major companies like Vacasa, who just announced that they're going to lay off probably 50% of their staff. But Vacasa, just like other companies that are filing for bankruptcy in the short-term rental game, they're doing so because they're over leveraged, right? They didn't run their companies properly. They hedged way too much in an industry that didn't see a downturn for a long time. And if you know anything about the economy or investing, there will be downturns. And we're in one right now. We're definitely in a downturn. But I can tell you that I personally, and a lot of people that I work with, we're not losing money. We're not making the money we were making before, but we're not in a negative. That's important to understand, right? Influencers that, again, were not operators, got into the short-term rental game because, like I mentioned before, you could put any property on Airbnb and it was going to do well back in the day. Those days are gone, right? So now these influencers are getting on their soapboxes because they have followers. They're talking crap. Learn how to properly manage your business and you wouldn't be losing money. Learn how to properly analyze a deal and you wouldn't be losing money. It's a fact, people. Cash flow is cash flow. The other thing that's very important that's hurting a lot of people, and that's regulations. Now, regulations is only going to hurt you if you don't understand how to play within the rules. Learn how to play within the rules. Regulations usually hurt the mom and pop operators, right? But it hurts them because they're not 100% focused on this, right? They're not operators. They're not doing this as a profession. They're only doing these things to make a little extra buck.
Yep, that's me.
A buck here and there. But that's why they're getting hurt by some of this stuff, right? Those of us that are doing this for a living, we live and breathe this, we're going to be fine, right? You're going to be fine. Next thing, I've already talked about Airbnb. Most of you have been relying on Airbnb and have built a business around Airbnb, which is a huge mistake. Airbnb is just a freaking platform, people. And they're currently doing shit that is, for me, stupid. Not for them, though, because, again, they're a business. And as I mentioned, They don't care if the market's oversaturated. Hence why they're more focused on attracting more hosts today and keeping the customer base high. And they're geared more towards the customer than the host, because they know and they fully understand, and this is why they made some of the latest changes. Their bread and butter is going to be the customers. They have plenty of short-term rentals on the market. There's a lot of markets that are oversaturated right now, but even with that, they're actively promoting and recruiting more hosts, which for you, if you're an operator in these oversaturated markets, can be a problem. And I say can because, once again, I firmly believe that those of us that are on the top, those of us that are doing the right things, that are managing our businesses correctly, we're going to outlast those people. They're not going to be around. So I'm going to get off my soapbox right now, but understand the following. During these next 6-7 months, whatever it's going to take to get us over this hump, you right now need to, it's imperative that you become a true professional. You need to learn how to operate a business, first and foremost, because short-term rental business or short-term rentals is a business. It's not a real estate investment. It is a hospitality business that can be an investment, right? You need to learn how to be a great entrepreneur. 2, you need to understand marketing. You need to market and you need to recruit more guests, just like Airbnb is doing. They're focused on the customer. You need to be focused on the customer. And then number 3, you need to make sure that you currently stay profitable. If that means that you get a part-time job, if that means that you focus on upselling, if that means that whatever it means to get you more revenue and get you afloat for the next couple of months, you need to do it. Because once again, I am telling you, this market's going to rebound, and it's going to rebound in a big way. And there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you. I'm a buy and hold investor, and I can tell you I'm starting to see the trends. We just picked up a new property that used to be a short-term rental, and the owner mismanaged that short-term rental and was losing money in it, but I picked it up because I know I can make that a winning short-term rental, a profitable short-term rental. Lastly, highly recommend that you study, right? Be a student of the game. And if you can't do this yourself, hire someone. Hire a company like ours. Let us help you get through these next difficult months. Or hire a mentor that's going to teach you what it is and what's going to take for you to get over the next 6 months. But just be very careful who you're hiring. Okay, I said this a lot. There's a lot of people on YouTube, a lot of people that call themselves experts. And you define what an expert is, but I can tell you, for me, I'm not taking advice from someone that isn't a current operator. I'm not taking advice from someone that's only managing 2, 3, 4, or 5 properties, because you're not an expert, right? I need someone that's been in the game for years. I need someone that's been in the game and understand different markets. And I need someone that's currently managing not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5 properties, but 50, 60, 100 plus properties like we are, okay? If you have any questions, list them below. Sorry for the rant, but I'm just getting a little tired of people calling me and saying, did you hear what so-and-so said? Did you hear what so-and-so said? I don't care what so-and-so says, right? I care about what I'm doing and what I'm going to do to make sure that 2023 is my best year ever. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.